Wake up, get high, all day through the night, prepare to take flight through the sky. Start your day right. Wake up, get high, all day through the night, prepare to take flight through the sky.
Top of the Wake and Bake, everybody. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Fax, host of the Wake and Bake Show, baby. Doing what we do best, trying these strains. Today, I'm honored. Got a legendary guest, definitely from the Bronx. It's an honor to have you here.
Big BX.
I got Puma from Black Ink Crew in the building. Big shout out to Puma.
Love, yo. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. Very nice location, you know what I mean? Ambiance. Very good, you know what I mean?
Shouts to Empire Club NYC. We out here, man. It's a blessing to have you here, Puma, man. You guys have been doing a lot with the Black Ink Crew. I know you got a 10-year. You hit 10 years this year.
Yes,
it's 10-year anniversary. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, 10 seasons in. If you would have asked me season 1, I would have told you we would have getting canceled after the first season. So to be 10 seasons in and still going, it's pretty dope. You know what I mean? We're still on the air. We was on last night, getting a lot of love. So it's still dope.
That's awesome, man. I love what you guys are doing. I also seen you interviewing people in the street. What were you was actually is a good and bad tattoo that you was asking people, right?
Yeah, like shout out to the good people at VH1 NBT. They did a whole tattoo story series that I'm hoping we're going to continue because it got a lot of good traction.
Okay.
A lot of good love. Yeah, man, I was just out in the streets of Brooklyn just talking to people about their tattoo experiences, you know, the good, the bad, and the fucking ugly. And, you know, it was dope, you know what I mean? Just to be out there and just even people seeing me out there doing it was getting a lot of love, you know what I mean? So I definitely want to continue doing that, you know. Shout out to the good people at VH1 and BET. You know what I'm talking about?
Shout out to BET and VH1.
Right.
Always love, for real.
Love.
They also did the BET Awards.
Yeah. I actually just came back last night. LA was amazing, man. Shout out to BET. They had a really good time. I enjoyed the award show. It was really dope to see Quavo and Offset have their reunion, see that live. It was dope.
That's beautiful.
Got to see a lot of dope people, man. You know, I got to meet Baby Keem while I was out there. Really dope kid, man. Yo, he's dope, man. Like a good personality, you know what I'm saying?
That's awesome.
You meet a lot of people and their personality fucking sucks, you know, so
That's true.
kid was dope, you know what I mean? But LA showed nothing but love, man. Shout out to my boy Andre Powers. Shout out to my boy Black D out there, DD Treats. Yeah, everybody that showed love out there in LA. I had a great time.
Okay, cool, man. I also seen that you was at deal with Wolfpack.
Wolfpack out in Wolfpack dispensary out there in Denver, actually. In Denver, Colorado, man. Shout out to the good people in Denver, Colorado. I was working with them to start like a strand out there, you know what I mean? And just, you know, I've been in the cannabis industry forever, you know what I mean? Even before 10 years, before I was on the show, it was just like in the cannabis lane. So going out there, working with the people, and just seeing what they were doing in Denver, you know what I'm saying? Like, I went to the first Cannabis Cup they ever did. You know, Denver was the first actual legal state. So I went to the first Cannabis Cup in Denver when they first went legal.
What was that like?
Oh, man, that was just such an experience, man. I remember some random white dude walks up to me, and he's like, yo, I got something I just created, and I would like to give you some. And he hands me some moon rock. And this is back when, like, nobody, like, bro, when I mean nobody was talking about it, nobody was talking about moon rock, and there was no real regulation back then. So, you know, you had people from Cali, everywhere, going to Denver, selling whatever they can sell. And, bro, what I mean, that was probably the best moon rock ever on the planet, bro, because it was the first. It was like the very first rendition of it, like how the shit that you see in the pictures that you know. Yeah, I've had that. It was great, bro. Like, I feel like I've never seen that man again. It's crazy.
Was that the highest you think you've ever gotten?
Yeah, that. Wiz took me out the game one time.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, Wiz almost off me, man. Wiz had me in the corner. I was definitely in the corner. Yeah, I'm going to say Wiz probably had me at my point. And then shout out to my man K Powers out there in the Bay Area.
Shouts to K Powers.
K Powers
You
sent
already
me.
know
Yeah,
Gary Payton.
yeah, nah, man. K Powers gave me some shit, man, one time, man. Yeah, that shit
Shouts
was
to
there.
Kenny, man.
Yeah,
That's awesome. He's
that's
always giving, man. That's one
Yeah.
thing I love about KP. Yo, KP always got something in the little stash. He
Yeah,
come out
bro.
and start handing people this.
Bro,
Like,
he
give me
just-
your feedback.
He just
I love
walked up
that.
to me and just handed me some shit like this ain't even on the market yet. And, man, ooh,
awesome.
baby, yeah, I'll tell you.
To get first dibs on something that hasn't
man.
hit the streets
yeah,
yet.
bro, it's good. And then when you finally see it hit the streets, you're like, yeah, I tried that before all
Mm-hmm.
y'all.
That's what's up, man. So at what age did you start smoking?
Ah, man, I started smoking at a young age. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm from the big BX, so you know, being around all that. Oh man, shout out to the good people at Cakes NYC. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
shouts to Cakes.
Yeah,
Shouts to
check-
my guy Don Carlos in the
Yeah,
building.
Don
You already know
Carlos,
what it
you know what I
is.
mean? Big blunt roller. And,
Big blunt roller
Shout
in
out
the
to Cake
building.
NYC. That's my guy. But yeah, I started young, bro. Like I remember, you know, I'm a kid in the Bronx on 183rd and like Creston and hanging out. And I remember like the block boys used to be like, yo, y'all young boys go get us a little nickel bag of weed from the Jamaicans. Cause you know, they didn't want to leave the block. And you know, we didn't want to go do that shit. Like, yo, fuck that weed shit. He was like, nigga, you better go learn how to do it now cause y'all gonna be smoking later on. And we like one day we finally, you know, we went to go do it. And we like, yo, let's go buy ourselves one. So we bought that. We bought a chocolate Dutch. I'll never forget. We bought
Man,
we
you
bought
brought
a
it
nickel.
back.
We
They
bought
don't
a,
even make those no more, man.
we bought a nickel bag of chocolate from the Jamaicans.
Sheesh.
We bought a chocolate Dutch. And I remember we bought a St. Ives special brew. You know what I mean? Like real Bronx energy shit. You know what I'm saying? And we hit the blunt. Bro, my chest was on fire, bro. I was like, oh, nah. I didn't really learn how to smoke until my mom shipped me to South Carolina for a summer with my cousins.
Okay.
And then, you know, you got the big cousins that smoke weed already. So then they taught me how to smoke. And I remember they took me to go get weed at like a trailer park in the South, right? And then it was like an old black woman there. She had like this bucket of crabs. So they sent me to go get it. And the lady looks at me. She picks up the bucket of crabs, slides the nickel bag from the bucket of crabs underneath it, grabbed the thing, you know, just smoking with my cousins in the South, man. And then I came back home and I started high school. And I felt like I was the stoner kid in high school. That's like I became that kid, you know what I mean?
So we would say around what, 12, 13?
I'm going to say, 13, 14.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, 13, 14. And like, you know, of course, being in the Bronx, knowing all the trappers, I started selling weed in school. You know what I mean? Putting them bags in my socks.
Going two, whatever. you
Yeah,
know,
going to lunchroom and, you know, making it happen. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just being, I'm from like Creston and 183rd.
Let's talk about
you know
it,
what I'm
baby.
saying?
Oh, man. Oh, I'm glad you
from
brought
like
that up.
St. James and
Let's get it.
St. James Park, you know what I'm saying? And
Yes, sir.
being over there, getting the big nickel bags of Mango Pina.
Oh, the
So-
red building.
Yeah, you
Shouts
know.
to Tone and them.
Mhm. And you know, they know me as Puma. They know me over there because I used to be over there, just there. But then I also was still doing my thing. But I was selling like hydro and shit like that. You know what I mean? Shout out to the homies out there. You know what I mean? You know the big Spanish homies I can't speak on, but y'all know who y'all are.
Love.
You know what I mean? It's always love. So
Yes, sir.
I was selling different shit, but still supporting the block.
Okay.
And you know, just being outside, man. Like a lot of, like I talked to one of my homies, D-Mac. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man D-Mac in the bro.
Shouts to D-Mac. You
Yeah.
already know what it is, man.
Mhm.
Kingsbridge Strong in the building. You already
Facts.
know. Walton.
Right, big Walton. I went to Walton High School, so you know what it is.
Likewise, you know.
Yeah, so like talking to him, and he's like, "Yo, my nigga, it's so ill to see where you taking it, because I remember you with your book bag on, just walking around everywhere with that book bag on, and everybody knew what you was doing, but you would just be everywhere, just walking around, and that was me, bro. I was on it either walking or skateboarding, just moving around.
So how did you get the name Puma?
Shout out to my man Cess at Tough City in the Bronx. He
Yo,
gave me the nickname.
shouts to Cess. Talking about Cess. This is my artist right here, man. This who did this art on me right here on my arm. Who did this half sleeve. That's crazy.
Yeah,
So
when
you got your name from Cess, bro?
I got my name from Cess One when I was 16 years old.
Crazy.
Yeah,
dog.
that's like I had like, yo, man, you know, not to be, you know, when you don't want to be egotistical and not be that person. But I had a pretty fucking cool life, bro.
That's
like,
love, man.
Yeah,
That's
man.
love, man.
Like,
that's all that is, man.
when I tell people this shit, they look at me like they think I'm bullshitting. But then when you meet those person, they be like, no, yeah, that's my man Puma. No, yeah, like I know that nigga from when he was mad young, and he used to be smoking weed or doing this or doing that. Like, I tell people who are not from New York, anybody who's really from New York City, you're really from the Bronx, Brooklyn, wherever, we all know each other some way, somehow.
For sure.
Especially like Bronx, Harlem, Manhattan. Some way, somehow, we know each other. Me and French know each other. Me and ASAP, we all know each other. I just saw Barry at the award show, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
We all know each other before the fame. So to see it all and everybody being where they're at, I love all that shit.
The evolution, man.
Yeah, it's dope.
Coming from where we came from.
Like, yo, Walton High School. I went to Walton with Buddha the Future.
Shout to my bro.
Yeah, shout out to Big Bro Buddha. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope, man. You know, I love it all. My man is a doctor. Holy shit. It's fucking ill.
Definitely. Congrats to my big bro.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah, Dr.
That's
Buddha.
actually, he's one of the reasons I started this podcast.
Dope.
He's the one that actually was like, yo, man, go for that shit.
Do
you
it.
know what I'm saying? And he pushed me all the way through, you know, show me the ropes,
Yeah.
you know, the networking, that's a must. I can't be, because I used to be very isolated. Like, I was, like, very to myself. And he was like, yo, man, you got to break that barrier.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because the only way you're going to network, you know, and get to where you need to get to is with the network. So if you don't network, you know, and be vocal with yourself and learn how to talk to people.
I thought even a better one at you. Your network have you be able to do what you love to do. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like
your net worth.
It's your network, what your net worth and what you love to do. There's a lot of people that do jobs that they really don't like because they don't have a network. They don't know nobody. So you end up having to fill out a job application with some shit that you really don't want to do. But then when you got a nice network, you could be able to go work with who you want to work with and do what you love. I know this camera operator right now, he's doing what he loves.
For sure.
And he gets to hang out with people he wants to do it because he probably has a great network. That's how that shit works, man. Like, I've come to learn that, you know what I mean? Like, your network, who you deal with, how you talk to people. Like, yo, you see a lot of these celebrity people's rappers, everybody, you see how they fizzle out. It's because motherfuckers don't know how to talk to people, bro. They get into these offices, they get into these rooms, they get around their fans, and they be dicks. And next thing you know, you fall off, and they go on to the next person because you didn't know how to handle your shit, and you didn't network. You didn't deal with nobody at the label. You didn't talk to nobody. You just stayed to yourself. And then doing that, now when they cut your ass and you trying to talk to somebody, nobody's picking up your calls because you didn't have to talk to nobody. You ain't got nobody's number.
You ain't network.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Get that shit right, baby.
It's an ill situation, man. I swear to God, man. I sold a lot of weed to a lot of people, but I also kept it cool with mad people. You know what I mean? Like, everybody who's ever met me be like, that motherfucker's the same. Since I've met him, he keeps it cordial in the same way with everybody, bro. I've seen him talk to Wiz the same way he talked to, like, some regular motherfucker from the Bronx, bro. Everybody gets the same energy, man.
It's love.
Like, it's love.
For real.
And when you do that, you're able to go places and move around shit and deal with people. I was in LA hanging up with nothing but family and friends, bro. I didn't hang out with them industry people, like, but all my family and friends got dope ass fucking jobs and they're fucking doing shit that we low key are industry people now. You know
we love
it. And we love it. You know what I mean?
We love what we do.
Right.
So when you love something that you really, you know, when you love something you doing, man, go for it 100%.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? And
talk.
For
Yeah,
real.
man. Like, social media, I know it makes it look really easy, but talk. You know what I mean? You'd be surprised of who may be sitting right next to you. Just the other day, I was talking to somebody. She ended up being like Ice Spice's publicist. Man, cool. You know what I'm saying? Just talking.
Just talking.
The way it goes.
That's what's up, man. So we getting into the analysis now.
Go.
Bet. I see that you prefer smoking backwards.
Backwards all day, forever. I was smoking backwards before the backwards fad. I got images to prove this. I was smoking them when they had the 8-packs.
Oh,
Right.
Nah, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You had to go to Philly.
Right. So we out here, you know what I mean? I'm a backwards
real
smoker.
smoker shit.
Yeah,
That's
real smoker
real
shit. But
smoker
I
shit.
smoke. But see, I dealt with every era. I went through that papers era when they were just battling us. You know what I mean? Wouldn't let us smoke our blunts by the paper smokers. I dealt with that shit. You know what I mean? But I made them all respect what I do. I do what I do. Y'all do what y'all do. You know what I mean? The White Owl era, the Dutch Master era. Yes.
Weird, yeah.
It's all been many, many eras. Now we got the Grabba era. The Grabba era is crazy.
It's outrageous.
It's outrageous. I've seen people put Grabba in the Dutch.
How about a backward?
Yeah, I've seen that too. You know what I mean? Life can't be that rough. It can't be that rough. Nah, no way.
Listen, now that we're on that real quick, I'm going to touch that subject because I actually did try it just to see, because I know when you smoke with paper and grab them and you put a little too much, it can be harsh.
Yeah.
So I do it just to see and get the feel of how people's palate might be, you know. So I was like, let me see I'll take a couple of hits.
You was lightheaded in a motherfucker.
No, actually, it wasn't that bad. He didn't put too much grabba in it. But what I feel like it did is he knew how to blend. Like, you know, there's certain people that's been doing it for a long time.
I get it.
Those people know how to blend the grabba. So it wasn't as bad as I thought it was, but it still was a little too much for me. You know what I'm saying?
I
was expecting something more harsh than I did, but
I can't
it was
do it. Like I'll do it. Like the most I'll do is maybe a leaf blunt. You know what I mean? I'll roll up a straight leaf blunt. You know what I mean? But that's like if I'm with the homies and that's all that's left, or if I'm in Jamaica somewhere and that's all that's left.
Like last resort shit. Like,
yeah, you know what I mean? But
I got you.
Yeah, that's what I do. You know what I mean?
All right, cool. So what's one of your favorite strains today? What's one that you prefer?
Oh,
like,
man.
you
All
go
right,
to?
well, as of right now, oh, man, like, I'll be honest, my palate's been all over the place.
Okay.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too many names nowadays to really catch up to everything. But I know what I like. Like, I'm a real big tangy, terp kind of taste fan, you know what I mean? Like
drop cookies. And
yeah, like no, the strand that I love, that it's almost like that shit is obsolete. I swear, if anybody who's watching this, look at my face right now. Let me take my glasses off. If you have forbidden fruit and you know where the forbidden fruit is at, contact Puma, because I have been looking and it finds like I can't find the shit, man. It's nowhere to be found. Holla at me.
I got you.
Yeah. That forbidden fruit, man, that's one of my favorites, bro. Like, it's almost like, you know, when you was like a little kid and you had Mr. Softy, that's like what forbidden fruit is to me, you know what I mean? It's
I like how you put that there.
Yeah, it's very like nostalgic and makes me happy. Makes me think of good thoughts.
Okay.
Yeah.
When was the first time you think you could remember trying that strain?
Shit, I feel like honestly is when we first opened up Black Ink, before like humans knew what we were doing, and like all the stoners used to just come by. Like Black Ink before the TV was really cool because every bud dealer, stoner, whoever who was anybody that had good weed used to come by. We had the backyard and people used to just show off their weed. And I remember this dude came in and he was growing shit in his crib in Harlem. And he was like, yeah, I got some shit called forbidden fruit. And I remember I tasted that shit and I was like, yo, what the fuck is this? I've never had weed that tastes like candy like this. Like, holy shit. And I was hooked. I bought as much as I could. And anytime I heard that name, I would go to conventions. I was in a convention in D.C., walking around the whole entire convention asking everybody, you got forbidden fruit? You got forbidden fruit? You got forbidden fruit? Like a fucking fiend.
Did you find it?
Yeah, I found it. But it's...
How many booths in you think?
Probably about 10 to 15.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'd be like, yo, bro, I done had it in so many. I had forbidden fruit times forbidden fruit. Oh, my God. Amazing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a big Tangy fan. Like, shout out to Empire for giving me that Tangy times runts. That shit is fuego.
Oh, yeah, that was smelling...
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't pass that, man. That shit was tasting too amazing.
Love that. Okay, this is not even a question for you. You are everyday smoker.
Yes, sir.
All right, so
yeah,
it was either going to be casual or everyday.
No. I'm a everyday active smoker. You know what I mean? I deal with a lot of humans. You know what I mean? Imagine, right, being from the Bronx, and now you have random humans that run up on you with metal objects in their hand. And I have your paranoia a little bit off. Yeah,
That's
it's just
true.
a cell phone. But I'm from the Bronx, and seeing somebody run up and scream your name with a metal object in your hand, your fucking nerves are always on fucking 12. So, yeah, I be smoking just to chill the fuck out and not try to murder somebody in the streets.
Okay, I like that. I like that. I like that, man. All right, so if you were looking for a strain of your own, right, like a specific strain, I already know you like the Tangy Terps, right?
Yes.
What would be one that you would possibly maybe cross her over to? What's another strain that you prefer besides the Tangy strain that you really like?
Well, I'm a big, like, gelato fan, you know what I mean? Like, I know everybody, the runts, what they call it, but any kind of Gelato 41 was just a classic, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of gelatos I like, you know what I mean? I like Oreo. I like the way that tastes. I like the whole peanut butter breath kind of vibration too.
Oh, I miss that, man.
Yeah, like, you know.
You can't find that. That's another one. That's like a dinosaur right now, too. You can't find that.
There's a lot of the strains that are like dinosaurs now. It's like the ones that are really like classic to me. All this other stuff, they crossed it too much. But there's certain grows that I like. There's one that I like a lot. Frutas, F-R-U-T-A-Z. These kids out in Jersey. Shout out to them in Garden State Meds.
Okay.
They got some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like they got it.
I might have to try that, man.
They gave me something called frozen sangria recently.
Nice.
Nice. Very nice. Very nice. You know
I
what
like
mean?
sangria.
Yeah.
I like sangria. That's
But
definitely.
yeah, man, like I like taste, man. Like I grew up on New York Sour Diesel. I don't want to feel like I'm dead. I hate feeling like heavy indicas when you're like down and like don't feel like moving.
Okay.
I'm more about like a hybrid sativa. Let me be active. You know what I mean? Anything that makes me feel like I'm about to go to sleep off one blunt, not my cup of tea.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's for certain people, unless I'm like drunk and I need to go to bed.
Right.
But rather than that, nah, I like sweet tasting, tasty weed that keeps me active. Give me a hybrid and a sativa.
So you will cross over with something like, well, like, what would you say? The Tangy Runts is basically.
The Tangy Runts is like perfect. That's like,
Okay.
honestly, I haven't even seen that before, and it tastes just like what you would anticipate. You know what I mean?
Nice. Shout out to Empire.
Shout out to Empire. Y'all did that. Yeah, y'all did that one. I'm about to go back around. I may purchase another one of those. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, so you got to try what the strain that you will actually be trying to put together tastes like. That's fucking dope. Look at
Yeah,
that.
but then also like I know a lot of smokers. You know what I mean? Like I know me, but I know also a lot of smokers. Like I've been working with a brand.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to show it earlier. It's called Fruits and Veggies. You know what I'm saying? So.
Nice.
Like I was saying with the fruits, that's more like my style, you know what I'm saying? Tasty, fruity weed, you know what I mean? With the veggies, it's more like the sour OG that people do, like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's nice.
And what we're gonna try to do is really not go so hard on the names, man. You're just gonna get you a fruit or a veggie, you know what I'm saying? Like some people may feel more fruity, some people may feel more veggie.
Oh, this is fucking cool. Check this shit out.
And, you know, I thought the whole concept of it was dope, and you know, I think that the people need to see that. So you know, I'm gonna be one of the ambassadors and be out here with that. You know, fruits and veggies, man.
Ooh, I like that. I
Be in
like
tune,
that.
you know what I mean? Remember, I said it.
So I love that. The fruits definitely got the fruity smell, the candy.
Yep.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah, man. And then also, I've been side working. Hold on. So.
Oh shit. This is hard.
So, you know, I just was out in LA and talking to some good people out there, and they got the monogram, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know what monogram is. If you don't know what monogram cannabis is, do your Googles.
Oh yeah, we do.
Yeah,
Shouts to
Shout out to the super big homie, you know what I'm saying? The
for
super big
real.
homie.
Y'all see what it is.
Yeah, man, monogram. That's that 03. You know what I'm saying? You probably heard this before, and in songs and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That 03 and been trying to figure out what that is. That 03 is fire.
Let's see, man.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Nah, I'll let you.
No,
crack that
let
open,
you.
man.
Come on, my brother. Go ahead, crack that open. Come on.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, crack that open, man.
So we got the specs here.
Yeah, man. But even like having
4 grams. All right, shouts to Monogram. They give you their apes is 4 grams.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on, we gotta keep this label here. That's fire.
And you know, I like what
35% THC level, CBD, 3.20%. Nice. 4 grams. That's love, man.
Yeah, I like what they're doing with it. You know what I'm saying?
The whole packaging is
the packaging is serious. It's very curated. Like a lot of people right now with their cannabis brands, they're just jumping out the window, and it feels like it's more about them than the actual cannabis brand. Like I remember I went to one of the conventions, and this kid had a bunch of bags, and I'm like, "What's in the bag?" And motherfucker told me he didn't know. And it's like, you're trying to sell me weed, but you don't know what's in the bag, but you're selling me a bag. Like that whole era has to stop. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Like people have to get more into good weed.
Look at how this package. This is serious right here. This is the jar outside of the case. And
It's all right to have great packaging, but also have good weed.
for sure. Let's see. Let's bust this open. I really love the packaging.
The depths started taking over the planet. It started getting bad.
Here we go. Okay. I'm trying to get it. See what's up. See.
Yeah.
I like what I smelled it.
Yeah. It's that medium. If you see what the package says, it's just a medium.
Okay.
And that's what they try to keep it at. You want a low, a medium, or a high.
Okay. Medium. Oh, so the high is the high. This is more for the medium flow.
The medium flow.
I like that.
Right.
Oh, shit. I ain't even. Oh.
Because, you know what I mean? There's some people, man, like, shout out to the youth. You know what I mean? I feel like the youth are the ones with the bags that you got to be barking all that stuff to. But there's some older smokers that they don't care about all that extra shit, bro. They just want to know, is it going to get me high? Am I going to be medium high, or am I going to be low high?
I like that, man. Shout out to Monogram. This is crazy. This is what's up.
Yeah, man.
The whole packaging.
Just being a legendary stoner that I am, you know, I'm just
Connoisseur.
out here. Connoisseur. Just out here. You know what I
I
mean?
love this, man.
Yeah, man. But just definitely be in tune with them too, man. I definitely want to make sure that we start also supporting black-owned cannabis companies. You know what I mean? There's not but so many of them. But we got to make sure that we do support them in the best way that we can. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We over here high as shit.
Word.
It's good, though.
I got that shit. Got stuck right now for a little bit.
Yeah, it's okay. That means that we hit it.
For real.
You know what I mean?
All right, cool, man. So, what was your first time, right? Since, you know, what was your first time as a youth, right?
Mhm.
Like, I know you've been smoking since you was younger, so
Right.
I always ask people that tell me they were smoking young. What was your first time getting caught, like
By like my mom or by the police?
by your mom
By my mom.
and the police too? But we'll do the mom first.
By my mom, I had a J must have got like stuck like a, you know when you smoke a J and you put it out with your foot?
All right.
So the shit must have got stuck to the bottom of my sneaker. And then it smashed up Jay was in the house, and you know it was only me and her in there, so it was like, where did that shit come from? And you know, I figured she knew already, but she didn't stress like I thought she was stressed. You know what I'm saying?
Was
Like,
you old? Was you older? You
I was a
didn't get
little
caught when
older.
you were younger.
No, I was like 17.
Oh,
about
you
to
gotta
be
wait
18.
for a few years, man. You gotta wait till like
Yeah.
You did the
'cause
Visine era and all that.
I did. You know what I used to do is just come home at a certain time when I know she'd be asleep or late. You know what I mean? And, you know,
likewise.
yeah, you know what I mean? Just knew how to move around at that time. But yeah, 17, I feel like that's when I got caught. When I got caught by police,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say I was probably like 19, 20. And I got caught on Creston Avenue.
Ah, shit.
And
The van?
So what made that day crazy, I've never, it's like my first time getting arrested was like a whole like TV moment, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember I was working at the Sam Goody in the Manhattan Mall, you know what I'm saying? So I go and this kid comes in and says, "Yo, the Olympic Jordan 6s are at Nike Town." I'm like, "Oh, now I got to go get that." It was one of those, back then exclusive drops. You had to hear, somebody had to tell you. So somebody's told me, got the sneakers, bought the Patriots jersey to go with it, was going to a party in Washington Heights that night. Was like, "Oh, nah, it's lit. I'm about to have a good night." Go buy some weed. Next thing you know, paddy wagon come, pull my ass up, take me in. Everybody's like, "Yo, where you get your sneakers from?" Everybody's trying to get my sneakers. I remember I came home, and it's all my homies at the park, and they see me in my Jordans, no laces in my Jordans, but I still had them on.
They knew where you came
Yeah,
from.
right? But they're like, "Nah, you still got on them Olympic 6s, and you just left Bronx buckets? Nah, you tough, Puma." And everybody gave me mad props for that, yo. It was like, for you to survive that, my nigga, you came out with those sneakers on? Nah.
Back then, it was serious.
It was serious, bro. I survived, though, man. I made it through.
Oh, man. Yo, I dead ass wanted to ask you this question because I
Sure.
seen that you went on a vacation with Black Ink and you jumped off the cliff into the river when you almost...
Yeah, I almost died, man. Yeah, I've had a lot of near-death experiences, you know what I'm saying? But
Were you high?
yes, I was extremely high. Yes, hell yeah, I was high. Like, that was before I really knew about, getting my weed places. So I just bought some straight Jamaican weed as soon as I got there, and I was just high as shit,
Oh,
man.
man, you got that
Yeah.
good. That ivory.
Yeah, that good, you know what I mean? And yeah, I was fucked up, man. I should have not jumped off that shit. I was drunk off the fucking Ray nephews and shit. It was a bad idea altogether, man. Bad idea.
You was good though, man.
Yeah.
You had the heart to do it, man.
Right.
Some people.
What's so dope though,
Okay.
it's dope because I'm actually going back there like in a few weeks because it's my 10-year anniversary for my marriage and shit, and that's where I got married at. So
Blessings.
I'm going back to the same spot, you know what I mean? It's just,
You think you're gonna jump off that cliff?
hell no. I may jump off the kiddie side maybe this time. I jump off the little, you know what I'm saying? Jump into the little 3 feet. I ain't doing all that other shit.
All right, man. So, a good question I also wanted to ask is when you decided to get started with Black Ink, right?
Mm-hmm.
How did you go about that situation? What made you even want to start a tattoo business?
Well, back then,
Mm-hmm.
remember I told you I was in Tough City. That's how I got my name from Cess and all that.
Cess.
And being around that shop around that time,
Mm-hmm.
it was a little different. You know what I mean? A lot of shit that was being said back then couldn't fly now, man. You know what I'm saying? But it was all jokes, but people are a little too sensitive now to those type of jokes.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, we used to just think about how some people were just sensitive back then. You know what I'm saying? So giving a space for black people, in all honesty, was the first thought process when we first started. You know what I'm saying? And there was a lot of black artists that wanted a safe space, and it was sometimes hard back then for them to even apprentice in a shop. You know what I'm saying? You had to be really, really good for certain shops to take you serious if you were black. You know what I mean? And I know it sounds crazy, but it was true back then. And we started it just to do it, just to bring something in. In the beginning, it was just great, bro. Like, it was just something so different, man. We were all mad young, just living our best lives. And when you start doing that, people start seeing, and more people were seeing it, and more. And we didn't realize that we started becoming something bigger than what we thought.
You created something beautiful, man.
Yeah, like even now we all say it, like we wish we knew what we were doing then, so we would have been more prepared for now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell that's like my advice to anybody that's young, even older, and you're being creative. Just make sure you got your paperwork, have lawyers, understand what you're actually doing, because you may be making something bigger than what you can even expect. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, you got somebody offering you $1 million contract, and you don't know what the fuck is going on because you didn't think it was going to be that big. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
So I always tell people, just, think big. Don't think small, because you never know how big something can actually get.
I love that. Love that. Have a broad vision,
Facts.
broader vision for what you're doing. There's always growth you know, and what you're doing. So,
and believe in it. I think that's what our thing was. We had so much belief
I like
in what
that.
we were
That's
doing,
what's up, man.
but then also at the same time, we didn't know it was going to be that big. It was just the belief of this is going to be something good, but not 10 years of television.
Historic, man.
Yeah, not historically 10 years of TV big, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it's dope.
Congratulations to y'all,
Yeah, I
man. To
appreciate it, man.
you, Rux, C's, the whole
Yeah.
Black Ink crew, man.
Sir.
Y'all really been doing y'all thing. I love it, man.
Thank you, man.
The city loves y'all. You know,
The planet.
culture.
Yeah, the
you know.
culture. It's dope. It's
Definitely,
dope.
man.
It's dope to have a name that was gave to you by a Bronx graffiti writer that now people in Africa know. Oh, shit.
That's different.
If you would have told me that shit when I was in high school, I would have laughed at you. Like, nigga, if you don't get the fuck out my face, the fuck, nobody gonna know my black ass in Africa, nigga. Fuck out of here. Now, yeah.
Legendary shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's up, man. That's what's up. All right, cool. So let's get into, I always ask everybody this, man. Smoking, you know, we all smoke. What was one of your pet peeves? Even to this day, what's one of your pet peeves while smoking?
Ooh.
You know?
All right, so I'm a person, I was a New York City club kid always. You know what I'm saying? I'm old as shit, but I still be outside. And, you know, I light up my weed wherever I go, you know what I'm saying? But one of my pet peeves, I swear for God, that I hate is when I'm in a club, somebody comes up to me and does one of these, like, you know,
let me get some.
Let me get some of that.
Ah, shit.
Nah, you might get your hand slapped with a no bull. You know what I mean? I fucking hate that shit. Like, don't ever in your life, I don't care how long you know me, walk up to me and do one of these, my nigga. That shit is fucking horrible. I hate that shit. I'll fucking come over and do this shit. Like, nigga, what the fuck does that mean? The fuck out of here.
That's so funny, man. You know, I was always taught, like, when you smoking, you know, you see somebody smoking, if they want to invite you, they're going to invite you. You know what I'm saying? They're going to pass you the spliff, they're going to pass you the spliff. There's really no need to be reaching out. You know
Doing
what
one
I'm
of
saying?
these.
Yeah, that's OD,
That
man.
shit is
Like,
crazy.
It's definitely crazy. So
I hate that shit.
know your etiquettes, man. You
Yeah,
know,
people
proper
don't have
smoking etiquette.
people don't have smoking etiquette. That's probably another pet peeve. Niggas don't have smoking etiquette. I
Oh,
think
man.
that, you know, if you're bored one day, write a book on smoking etiquette. You know what I'm saying? That you might have $1 million idea that I just gave you. Take that and run with it. It's great.
Fact. I mean, there's a lot of people who have different tendencies of smoking. Like what you said, that's why I like to ask people how they smoke, what they prefer. You know, what's your pet peeve? You know,
Yeah.
it's, you know, there's messy people. There's people who don't know how to even smoke as well. Like,
Okay, I'm gonna admit, I'm gonna take accountability. I am a messy roller. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my friends. When I'm in their car, you're definitely gonna get an eighth by the time I get out the car. You know what I'm saying? There's an eighth of weed in the fucking seat.
That's
by the
not
time I
bad
leave.
though. That's not bad,
Yeah.
man. You know, that's not that bad. You leaving some behind.
If I
Hey,
call
look.
my man right now, I'm like, yo, how did I leave your M3 the other day? He was like, what, mad fucking weed in it, motherfucker? I be leaving weed all over everybody's car. I'm not gonna lie. I'll take accountability on that one. I'm a messy roller.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get you a tray, a nice size tray.
That
man.
tray shit. I just got a tray. Shout out to the Marathon Cultivation. They just gave me a very nice tray.
That's what's
Man,
up, man.
I still be spilling shit everywhere.
Real. All right, cool, man. If you had a chance to bring a strain back that you liked back then, which one would it be?
I told you, forbidden fruit.
Forbidden fruit?
For sure. If somebody has it, please find me.
I bet.
Forbidden fruit for sure.
All right, cool. What was one of your favorite stoner movies?
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go Half Baked. And
I'll give you top 3.
no, I'm gonna give you Half Baked, but I'm gonna give you a double whammy cool story with Half Baked, right?
Okay.
So when I was younger, I met Dave Chappelle. And when I met Dave Chappelle, I fucking ran down on him and gave him like all the lines from Half Baked that I could remember. And I was like, oh my God, I'm like such a big fucking Half Baked fan. He gave me like a hug. It was like, cool. But then the second double whammy, no bullshit on everything, on my kids. I was actually at the live taping of the Rick James episode. I was in the audience.
Damn.
Really cool fucking life, I tell you.
That's legendary.
Fucking legendary,
What did
bro.
the 5 fingers say to the face?
I was there, yo, bro. I was running around. I was running around the Bronx and Harlem screaming on Rick James, bitch, for like months before the shit came out, and everybody's looking at me like, yo, bro, what the fuck are you talking
That's
about?
fucking
What
awesome.
is your fascination with Rick James all of a sudden? And I'm like, yo, when y'all see it, it'll make total fucking sense. And yeah, who knew it would be that big, right?
That's fucking dope, man. That's what's up.
Yeah, but yeah, half baked. I'm gonna go half baked always. You know what I mean? That's always gonna be number one.
If you had another one, well, give me top 3. If you had,
I would say half baked. I would say Friday, the first one. You got to go Friday 1.
I got you.
And I'm gonna go left field weird, but to me it's like a fucking hilarious movie, but it's just fucked up. But it's called Requiem for a Dream with Marlon Wayans.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch it.
It's like Marlon Wayans and Jared Leto. Watch that movie. It's so fucked up, but it's hilarious, yo. And you're gonna be like, holy shit! Like, there's a lot of references and like music videos and different like shit that you've seen throughout life that's from that movie. Like, if you ever see when people take drugs and you can see the drugs going into their system and going crazy, it's from that movie originally.
Oh shit!
But it's a really fucked up movie. But as a kid, we used to watch it, fucking smoking weed and shit, and find the humor in it. That
right.
like the Blair Witch Project. I know it sounds like fucked up.
Oh,
but,
that shit is dumb.
But that shit is
like
mad. It's mad funny when you're high, though.
Yeah, I
yo.
didn't think someone would watch something like I watched
What?
that shit high and I was laughing
I
too.
be laughing, be crying, yo. What's your motivation? Hilarious.
Oh shit, that's crazy that you even said that, man.
Yeah.
That's funny because I ain't gonna lie, I'm a heavy stoner myself. I like to watch certain movies, but I do go left. You're not always gonna watch a stoner movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna watch other shit.
Now, I watched some really fucked up. No, have you ever been really high and watch a fucked up movie and be so mad at yourself? Like, why did I watch this extremely bad movie? But you're so stoned that you're stuck. And you don't want to change it. Like, you're just there, like, fuck it. Let me ride this shit to the end, and
Let's
I'm
see
already
what the
here.
fuck this shit is about.
I saw some shit called Him, I think it was called. Don't ever watch that movie. If you see it, don't watch it. It's like some ladies in this village, and there's a bunch of people in it, and they all look like the same person. Then the guy starts birthing himself. It's weird,
That's
man.
fucking crazy.
Do not watch that movie. I'm telling you. You're gonna come across it. You're gonna be like, oh, this looks interesting. No, don't do it. I'm telling you. Remember Puma said it.
Gotcha. So, on another note, man, what's next? Are we gonna jump into the Black Inks?
Okay.
What's next for Black Ink? I see you guys got this next season going on.
Yeah. We've been currently airing right now every Mondays, 8 p.m. VH1. You know, shameless plug. You know, we got a new direction for the show. You know what I mean? We had some unfortunate circumstances that happened with certain people. And, you know, we had to change the format a little bit. And it's been working. You know what I mean? Like, when you have something that's been the same for 10 years and all of a sudden you change the whole thing around, it does take a moment for people to come back. You know what I mean? You're going to have some loyal fans that are going to ride with you through thick and thin. And then you're going to have some that's going to be turned off because maybe a person that's not on it no more is not there no more, and they just not going to fuck with it, you know? But we brought a new generation of artists, you know what I mean? So it's a new thing, you know what I mean?
It's evolving.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I like where it's going. I like it. I was watching it last night. Makes me laugh. You know what I
Does
mean?
it remind you of like when you
The
started
beginning.
with the guys at
Yes.
the beginning?
Yeah,
Seeing a young group, you know? That's amazing, man, to see that.
Yeah,
You know?
and it's like you're pushing the culture forward too. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times when especially in the reality TV space, a lot of people get selfish and just want to stay on it forever, and nothing lasts forever. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
whatever you do, you got to try to push the next generation forward. And then with doing that, like we said earlier, with your network, you can network and still find a position in the lane while pushing the next one forward. You know what I'm saying? It's ill.
I love that, man. Shouts to you guys, and I love that, you know, you to see that you know, for yourself, like starting from the beginning and then getting to a point where you can help the youth move forward. You know what I'm saying? That's positive all the way around, man.
That's what it's
And
all about,
big,
man. That's what it's
For
all
real.
about, in all honesty, man. Got to
Wow.
keep evolving, because what they say, if you don't evolve, you'll fucking die or some shit like that. Yeah.
Well, that's dope, man. Shouts to you guys. I love the direction the show is going. I also see that you have your own. You also have your own shop. Your own
Yeah,
line
yeah,
of
yeah,
shops
man.
going.
Big,
That's what-
big shout out to Art to Ink Studios in Harlem. You know what I
Nice.
mean? We've been running 8 years strong,
Okay.
which is I'm very, very proud about that, man. We survived COVID and still have a business in Harlem. And
Blessing.
trust it, I've seen so many people in and out of that area. You know what I'm saying? Some of your favorites have opened businesses in that area, and they don't survive no more than like 2-3 years. So to be there in 8 years, it feels good because that means the community supports, and you know the fans and the people they support, man, and that's good. And we got a lot of different great artists in there, man. I like. We have a lot of female artists, so shout out to all the women that work in the shop, man. Highly appreciate y'all. But yeah, everything is awesome, man. It's
That's
been
what's
working.
up, man. That's a blessing.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Art to Ink Studios.
All right, cool. So I got that now. So now every time, every guest I have on the show, I always do a trivia at the end, man.
Okay, let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? So let's see what you got, man.
Okay,
All right. So you good with your stoner movies, right?
I'm pretty good.
All right, bet. Let's do it.
I'm pretty high too, though. But that's neither here nor there.
All right. Shouts to Honeysuckle in the building. Honeysuckle Magazine. You already know what it is. Always
Hey.
love.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Honeysuckle.
Yes, sir. Oh, we here, man. So first question I got for you. In the movie How High, right?
Yes.
What was Red and Meth's friend's name who helped them in the exams that passed away?
Oh man, the kid with the weird hair that they smoked. Fuck, I'm so high I can't remember his name right now. I know exactly how he looks and everything. I can see him in his white suit right now.
They even named the weed after him.
I know.
And it's funny because we was talking about Jamaica earlier. I gave you a hint. I actually said the name of it, of what one of the best strains in Jamaica was.
Oh man, fuck, I'm so high. I can't remember. Short-term memory, bad.
Guess.
I feel like I want to say Theo, but I feel like that's wrong.
It starts with an I. I'll give you another hint.
Isaiah? No. Damn, see? Totally high.
Ivory.
Ivory, that was his
Ivory.
name. Fucking Ivory. Why did I not remember Ivory?
All right.
I saw Ivory. He had the white suit. Saw him.
Another question I got for you, right?
Go.
In the movie, right? In the movie, I'll give you another one from How High. What was Red and Meth's name?
Oh, man. You're giving me like the one stoner movie I can barely remember right now. How high?
'Cause I
It was
got you
Reggie
high.
Reggie and Silas, I think.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. See, there
Okay.
you go. There
Okay.
you
I
go.
got it.
Actually,
No, Reggie and
no. Silas was right. I'm high as fuck. I even got that shit wrong myself right now, so I gotta give myself a.
and Silas is one. What,
Silas is one. I give you a chance because I fucked up.
what was Redman's
to
name?
get Redman's name.
Damn, Silas and
Anybody want to give him a hint?
Silas and what? What was Redman's name? Fuck, I can't remember. Damn, I can't remember Redman's name. I thought it was Reggie. Go.
Yeah, it was Jamal.
Jamal.
But
see?
my high ass forgot too, so I'm
I
gonna give
thought,
you a.
yeah, I thought it was Reggie. I swear to God, I thought it was Reggie.
I thought it
Man.
was Reggie too for a
Fuck.
minute. You have me going. This weed is good, man.
Yeah.
Shouts to
Shout
Empire.
out to Empire. Word.
I bet. Another one I got for you. In the movie Harold and Kumar.
Okay.
Let's do it. What was that animal that they rode through the woods?
Oh, a cheetah.
Nice.
Come on.
All right.
I know
all right,
that.
all right,
That's
all
a
right.
fucking legendary scene. Of
Let's
course.
go,
Who
let's
doesn't
do
remember
it.
that?
All right. In the movie Pineapple Express,
Okay.
what was Seth's name?
Fuck, that's a good one. Damn, what was his fucking name? He didn't want to give him the Skizzle Fritz. What was his name?
Snickle-Fritz.
The Snickle Fritz. I always say Skizzle Fritz. Snickle Fritz. Damn, I don't remember his name. Fuck. What was his name? What was his name?
Anybody want to help him out?
No? Nobody.
Nobody? Damn, ain't nobody watches stoner movies.
Right.
Like
Or can't remember because they be too high.
Daryl.
What?
Daryl.
Dell?
Yeah.
Damn, that was his name. Dell. It was Dell. That's a good question.
I bet. Another one I got for you.
Go.
Right. There was a artist that sang a song called Purple Haze. What was his name?
Ooh, that was Jimi Hendrix.
My guy, there you go. All right.
I got my
all right,
music.
All right. Oh, my guy, look.
Yeah.
He out there right now. He's doing good.
Thank you.
All right. So, another one I have, right?
Go.
Which was the first president to admit he smoked a little reefer?
Was that my good brother Bill Clinton, I believe? Yeah.
I like that, man.
He was smoking weed and getting, things going on. You know what I'm talking about? Legendary shit out here.
All right, cool, Poom. You're doing good, man.
I be knowing some stuff for somebody that smokes so much weed. I be knowing a little bit.
You did your thing, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. Today you did your thing, man.
I appreciate it, man.
And I definitely appreciate you coming through on the Wake and Bake Show, man, and showing us love today, man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Shout out to the Wake and Bake Show, man. This
For
shit is
real,
cool,
man.
Shout out to Empire for the good weed and the nice vibrations, man. This shit is
For real,
cool.
man. Thanks, man. I appreciate you coming through for real. And you want to give any shout outs before?
Oh man, shit. Shout out to my family, you know what I mean? Wife and kids. Shout out to the business, Art to Ink Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the property, Chase Village out there in Chattahoochee Hills, Georgia. Shout out to Black Ink Crew. Watch that every Monday, 8 p.m. VH1. And shout out my black ass for being out here looking good and making it happen in America.
Shout out to you, man. Appreciate you doing what you do for the culture.
I appreciate you. And shout out to you in this great show, man. I like the vibe, man. Keep this up.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that, man. For real, man. You already know what it is. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Puma from Black Ink, man. I'd like to give a big shout out to Puma coming through today.
Yeah.
Shout out to Empire for hosting, you know what I mean? And shout out to everybody showing love to the Wake and Bake Show. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Fax, host of the Wake and Bake Show, baby. Doing what we do best. Here with my guy Puma, man. We closing it out. You know what I'm saying? Came through and showed love. To the next one, man. You already know. Can I get a top of the Wake and Bake before we dip, my guy?
Yeah, man. Top of the Wake and Bake, pimp.
Yes,
Best friend over here, Puma. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We out of here, baby.